Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 is now out on Netflix, so let's review it. Now the plot for this season, I am a fan of them going to this basically tournament. Yes, it is basically the same as almost every other season, which I will talk about soon, but I do like those plots, them fighting at a tournament. And the way episode 5 ended, it seems like these next two parts, so these next 10 episodes, are going to be fighting at that tournament. And having basically most of the show that, I do like the idea of that. It's also just nice seeing these characters again. We all like these characters, and just seeing them all back again is fun. There's also good tension in this show. Like when the fights happen, you don't know who's going to win or what. So it's just all that tension that happens. It's just awesome. With also other plot points in here too. This show's really nice at doing that. Now I'm not spoiling this, but the cliffhanger at the end of this episode, we have to wait 4 months for that, which that frustrates me. Why is it 4 months apart? And then after part 2, there's another 4 months apart, which I have to wait all the way till Thanksgiving to see what happens next. But unfortunately, I do have a lot of problems with what I saw. So first off, I just want to say that this show needs to have ended already. Season 4 or 5 could have wrapped up this show. Season 4, you could have wrote around it, but it's fine that they kept going, and then Season 5 felt like a clear end right there. So now we have Season 6, which is the finale, but it feels like they're dragging it out. It feels like Season 5 ended the show, wrapped up Cobra Kai and stuff. Cobra Kai's gone. It's closed down. Everyone's in jail. Could have ended it right there. But no. You kept it going. 15 more episodes. Yes, it's 15 episodes. Seems long. Plenty of time to flesh stuff out. But it feels rushed at certain moments. Just for these first 5 episodes, it just felt like the first about maybe, I think it was 3, the first 3 episodes, didn't really add anything. And then episodes 4 and 5 were rushed because it felt like they wanted to get to the tournament for the last 10 episodes. And for the first 3 episodes of the show, I'm going to compare it to Despicable Me 4. Because what it feels like is Despicable Me 4. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, basically, there's a main plot point, but then there's a bunch of subplots throughout the entire movie. That's what this season feels like for most of these episodes. You have a main plot, but for these first 3 episodes, there were just a bunch of subplots. And then when we did get to the actual story that they were building up to, it was completely rushed. And it just feels like they just wanted to get to that tournament instead and just wrap this whole thing up. And then they have a bunch of subplots in here, which add nothing. Yes, it's just their normal life, too, which shows why the show needed to end at Season 5, because nothing is happening. There's also like a time jump, not really, but it basically skips to them arriving at the tournament in episode 5. I did not like that. You have them in the dojo, and then you skip to them at the tournament already. There is a bunch of stuff that needs to happen there. A bunch of relationships on the plane that you needed to see, them getting on the plane. There's a bunch of stuff right there that you needed to do. And that time jump is just, for example, in episode 5. They happen throughout the entire season so far. And you do not need those time jumps in there. What it felt like is that it felt like part 1 was just trying to skip to the tournament for part 2, which is in November. So really, instead of 15 episodes, this show should have stuck with their normal 10 episodes, because these first 5 episodes just felt like they didn't need to be there. Because of all these subplots, time jumps, it just felt like they wanted to get to that tournament. Now, am I enjoying this season? Yes. But it's being rushed. The creators wanted them to be at the tournament faster. So, part 2 and 3 probably be a lot better and won't have these problems. I feel like you needed to take a lot more time setting it all up, setting up all these character relationships for this final season. These final 10 episodes, you needed it set up a lot better. So currently, right now, I'm giving Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 a 6 out of 10. I'm still liking the show, but it has problems and that they need to fix in part 2 and part 3 to close off this show. But anyways, that was my review for Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, maybe these ones on the side will interest you too. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.